Doorstep Library Network is a charity that aims to instil a love of reading for pleasure in children under the age of 11 and their families living on disadvantaged council estates. This is the story of some of the families that we've worked with and some of the fantastic volunteers that give their time to us each week.
Yes, very good.
When the Doorstep Library came, I found out that they're going to read and read to me. It's not what I was thinking. I found it was really fun, and because my mum couldn't read properly, I found out that at least the Doorstep Library, they will help me with this, and I've got at least somebody that they could read to me or I could read to them. It's not fair, shouted Henry again.
Before Step Library knocked my door, I've got actually a problem with my daughter. She really didn't like books. As soon as I tried to read for her, she tried to close them and say bye-bye book.
I don't want to have a bath with Peter. I want my own bath.
When they came, she was so surprised. The way how they talking, the way how they introduce readings, it was really great. They start talking to her, ask what she likes, what stories she likes, because they want that she choose everything by herself.
Henry stared at Peter. Peter smiled as wide as he could. It's wonderful reading. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. I just can't forget about it. If I see a book anyway, I just take it and just read it. I'm really proud of myself. I feel like everything's going to change with me.
A volunteer session with the Doorstep Library Network takes about 20 minutes. We'll go knock on the door of a family that we have seen for a few weeks beforehand, and we'll go in, we'll say, would you like a reading session this week, or would you just like to swap books on the doorstep? And if we're okay to go in, we'll sit with the children, we'll let them read to us, or we'll read to them depending on their age, and then we'll offer them a selection of books to choose from that they can return next week. It's totally free.
Book build. I decided to volunteer for the Doorstep Library because I have a real passion for books. I have a real passion for kids to read and to have that enjoyment and that enthusiasm for reading that I had when I was growing up. One sad caterpillar all on his own, and it's actually quite nice sometimes to see the TV go off and the iPad be put away.
Butterflies.
Yes, 10 bright and beautiful pretty butterflies. Can you count them? And it just makes me feel like I'm actually contributing to something.
I've lost my mum.
When I volunteer, it makes me feel like I'm making a valuable contribution to the community and like I'm really giving something back. I've got a really successful career, I've enjoyed books and they've helped me get to where I am today. And I think that giving something back is a really excellent thing to do, and the Doorstep Library is a fantastic way to do it.
Yeah.
And what are these? Can you see what these are? All of a sudden one week a kid that's never spoken before or never seemed to be interested has all of a sudden sat down, is completely engaged, and that can be quite, just a surprise really, because you kind of never know when that's going to happen. That was really good. Boom, such good reading. I would encourage anyone who is considering volunteering for Doorstep Library, because I think that the time that you have to give is minimal compared to the impact that you can have in a family or a child's life. Look at that. It's a bit of a no-brainer really. You can just, you don't have to give a lot, and I think you get a lot back.
What's this? What's this?
A house.
A house, that's right. Look at that.
For anyone thinking of joining the Doorstep Library Network, I'd say you should absolutely go for it. The charity is fantastic and it makes a real difference to kids on a weekly basis that you can see, and as you form those relationships, you get to see the difference that you're making to the children, and they really appreciate the visits. The joy that you see in the children of bringing books, getting to know them, and really making a difference in their lives, it can't be beat. I really enjoy it.
It's good, wasn't it?